Okay, everyone, trying to see how this is working out. Just testing it out because I want to do some live readings with everybody. So I'm really excited to do that. And bear with me. Talk so much or so. Hi, everybody. Okay, now I can see. I just went to my Facebook and I can see that I'm live. Sorry, I'm trying a new service. And if I'm not able to see if I'm live or not. Apparently I got 3 going on at once. Three of 15 being used. And, I should be able to see everybody's chitty chatty. But I can't. So I'm just going to stick to Facebook because I'm assuming there might be some on YouTube as well. Okay, so, Sharnay Patel, I'm sorry that you're not feeling well. So we're going to take, so far I'm a bit disappointed in this service. I'm not able to see all of the people communicating with me. But anyways, let's move on. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about you. Maybe if I go to my chat. No, I can't. Okay, so everyone, we're going to talk about a couple of things. And the first thing we're going to do is live reading. So we're going to start off with Chanel. Chanel said she has COVID and or she's tested positive for it. I'd like more detail because there's so many variations of that. Some people are asymptomatic. Some people have mild symptoms. Some people have very severe symptoms. And I want to take a closer look at that. But, I'm going to take a look at her birth date. And the first thing, thanks. Yeah, I like the pink too. Thanks. So Helena, and I'll get to you too. So thank you for putting July, Helena. Charnay, we are looking at January, February, March, April. See, this is what I have to do, the math. So April 16th. April 16th. And I think I do want to use this service again, but I have to find a way that I can see all of because I'm on YouTube right now and I'm on my other Facebook page, right? My Facebook page and my group, and I can't see everybody chatting at the same time. So I'm going to have to figure that out. But anyways, we've got April 16th. Do-do-do. Do-do-do, that was that. And thanks, Karen. 10 p.m. Okay, so let's take a look at Charnel. Now, everybody knows that I'm a master astrologer. I have a background in education in philosophy and psychology, neurolinguistic programming, past life regression, hypnosis therapist, and clairvoyant. I had some beautiful sessions today with clients, and the magical, humbling, affirmational compliments that I get from my clients is purely angelic. I can't even explain. It's actually so overwhelming that it's hard for me to even accept such compliments. I still deny, like, it's not me, it's not me. It comes from source. Don't give me credit. But I suppose I'm the messenger and I deliver it. So maybe I can take credit for my delivery. You are going through actually an extremely positive affirmational time right now, very much so in March, Chanel. So if you do have, have COVID, I mean, it's well documented that there are some, what do they call it, false positives. So we want to consider that as well too. But you have it, so there's antibodies being produced for you very strongly, positively, because there's nothing negative going on in your chart at all. However, you do panic. You're very cerebral. Your mind goes a million miles a minute. And because of past life as well as childhood PTSD, mild PTSD, emotionally, if you don't have the answers, because you're a Q&A person, if you don't have the answers, you're gonna freak out. I have to correct myself. You are going through a soul rebirth, which started February of 2021, continues to December 2022. It's not actually the next hit. There's 5 hits, and the third one doesn't hit you until March of 2022. So this is a time to test a test of your strength, your energy, those who have how you've established yourself in the world. This test may take many forms, and it's mostly around shaping around your responsibility, your reliability, and those people that have power over you. So the communication, also your thinking is becoming very erratic right now, panicky. Be very careful because it's easy for your mind to start to panic. But to be honest with you, you are starting to reinvent yourself. How do I communicate? How do I talk to the world? And how is what you're going through right now changing, altering, sustaining your communication around the world, around your world, right? It's in the 7th house, so one of them has to do with relationships. It's in the 5th house, so another one has to do with your children, but also around your creativity. So if I could get your feedback around that, Shalini, if I could get your feedback around that, then that would be very helpful. I'm obviously not getting all of the comments I should be seeing, so I'm really trying. Thank you, everybody, for bearing with me while I'm trying this new platform. It's not allowing me to see my streaming, so that's okay. So now I'm going to take a look at, so anyways, I see you well, I see you healthy, I see you building antibodies, And I see that this has a lot to do on another spiritual, psychological level, right? So I think that I'm only live on Zoom, through Zoom. I'm going to go to my Facebook. Bear with me, people, because I'm practicing right now, but I'm going to give you some free readings to help support you in whatever you're going through. Bear with me when things start to pop up. Good. And it's not going to work.
What if you could make a full-time living online, getting paid for your advice?
Just ignore
you
that.
might not know this, but there is a...
This is what I do for a living. I get paid for my advice. Okay, it says that I'm live there as well. Perfect. All right. Okay, so I'm going to hang in there. So we're going to look at, oh, Christina, I'd love to do a reading for you. I froze. Yes, makes sense. I do panic sometimes. Communication. I'm a parent coach, so always communicating out there on different platforms and working on this, not worried about COVID as it's mild. Okay, great. Good, good. Antibodies, building antibodies. Congratulations, you're building your antibodies. I'll be lost job recently, so I'm wondering whether my work may take off. It's going to take off in March. I'm going to give you some specific dates, Chanel, and of the success of when it's going to take off. But what's happening, what you're struggling with is what is your unique niche? Not mainstream. Okay, I'm going to tell you right off now, not mainstream. You got to go outside of the box, outside of the collective, outside of mainstream, your own niche. What is that? You know what? You come from a background of PTSD. You come back from a background of post-traumatic syndrome, something traumatic that has happened to you, that has created post issues in how you communicate and difficulties in communication, fear of authority. And so this particular traumatic situation that has happened to you is exactly the type of people, your audience, who you're going to be helping. And those dates will be, as aforementioned, May and June, as well, success, as well as in October, November, and December, and into January. And you don't have to look for it. Sudden, unexpected, unpredictable, unprecedented events in the most positive way will come to you. So you have to have all eyes wide open, ears wide open. You have to be available for any sudden, unexpected invitation, affirmation, communication during those dates that I just mentioned. It might be something completely off the wall. Why would I want to do that? Go there, talk to you, communicate with this person. You have to take, unless it's life or death, you have to take all of those opportunities. I'm going to pull a card. I'm going to pull a card for you, Shalini, because it's important. It's important for me to listen to source and do this for you. So we're going to pull a card. We're going to pull a card, and I'm thinking this is the one that you want me to pull right here. And so right here is the 6th house and the work, health, and duty area of your life. So this is a sense of service, a sense of duty. This means we're not looking for a steady income as of yet, not until those dates that I had mentioned. Right now, you're going to stretch yourself. You're going to exercise. You're going to do the hard work. You're going to dig into and work as service. Okay, so service right now. I want to pull one more for you. I feel like this one isn't quite enough. And so now we're looking at the 10th house, your achievements and status in the outside world. This is interesting because in the avenue of astrology of work, it's the 6th and the 10th house. only. With second house as well, which is money, earnings, sense of value, etc. Sixth house, duty, working with others. And then there's a 10th house. How do you establish yourself in the world? Okay, so hopefully that's going to serve you and help you answer those questions. So now we're going to take a look at, yes, trauma informed is so helpful. Good. Okay, so again, Facebook is making it very difficult for me to see all of my information here. I can see that many people, you know what, I'm going to see if I can advance this so that I can see everybody's comments. Okay, great, now I can. So now I can see Christina. Now I want to go to Shalina. I got that. Great. I've got that. Karen. Okay, Helena. So you're next. So Helen, sorry, you're next. So July 2nd. AskHollyHall.com, www.askhollyhall.com. That's where you can get some. And you know what? Sign up for my newsletter. Get an instant 20% off. Instant 20% off. I think I'm booked solid for the rest of the year, but you can take a look. And a second. I'm going to do some global predictions at the end as well. And so here I'm doing July 2nd. I believe that you're asking for a general reading and would love a reading. There's no specific question. The more specific question, the more specific answers when we're doing something as like a quickie like this. It's helpful. Hopefully I'm not still frozen. Okay, we're going to do a general for you, sweetie. So we're going to pull some cards for you as well. But the first thing that stands out for me is you're going through, not quite yet, but soon, a magic wand. Magic wand. Magic wand, very, very important. Magic wand cycle is so, it's very, very special time to be in. And also a soul ascension. So the magic wand cycle, that will start in January of March of 2023. But the soul ascension, that's starting for you in February of 2022. And what that means, it has to do with your house. So you've always had trust issues, sweetie. You've always had trust issues, and you're about to go through a soul rebirth that is going to deconstruct, okay? It's going to eliminate, it's going to bring forward all of the fears that you've had, that limiting beliefs, not fears, limiting beliefs that you've had that has created fears that has not allowed you to grow, okay? Because you are here to understand emotions. I want everybody to understand we have three brains. We have three logical ways of using our bodies to respond to life, okay? They're called radars. They're antennas, okay? I guess that's the best way to antennas in order for us to relate to life. And that's the brain, the heart, and the gut. And we have three brains. You can look it up scientifically. It has been proven that neural pathways that are in the brain are also in the heart, are also in the gut, all right? So with you, there is an understanding from a deep, deep part of yourself from past life that you don't trust, specifically women, okay? A big, huge trust around women, especially women in authority. So here you are to learn to use your gut, okay? Your gut, your intuition, to understand that you can use your gut to trust yourself, not anybody else, not any other woman, yourself. And again, starting in May for you particularly, you're going to come up with a very unexpected, unpredictable event, particularly from a man that's going to help you with that gut feeling so that you can teach. You've been holding back on being the teacher because you don't feel that you're wise enough, smart enough, that you have too many fears. I'm not prepared enough. Mostly it has to do with vulnerability, right? I'm not smart enough. I can't be vulnerable to share this knowledge because other people may look at me and realize that I'm not that smart. I don't know everything. I'm not perfect, right? So this is a limiting belief that you're letting go of right now. It's scary. It's frightening. It is, you have to go within yourself. And the one thing you have to stop doing, first of all, March, May, you start planning. Planning will work in your favor. Overthinking is not going to work in your favor. Okay? So this is not a time to overeducate yourself. No more education. Go with the gut. Go with the intuition. And surrender. So you go to my YouTube channel, askhollyhall.com. You can go to my Insight Timer channel, and look for the meditation called Surrender. And that's something you want to listen to. You've got a double whammy sandwiching right now. One is positive ascension, karmic credit that is well deserved. And the single one that's being dissolved right now, limiting beliefs, what's holding me back, what's blocking me, that's being dissolved right now. So do not over intellectualize this time. Go with the gut. That's what's going to work. So what's coming up right now is Aquarius. This energy is freedom loving, rebellious, idealistic, technological. Okay, and so I'm going to pull another one for you, and that's going to be the 8th house. Whoa, this is about psychological. You are the psychotherapist, and you know that. You don't need any more knowledge to prove your gut feeling and your instinct on a psychological level. This transformational area of your life is about shared resources and intense emotions. So hopefully that helps you understand the energy that you're in right now. Okay, and so the feedback, Shalene says that I am deeply resonated with that because a trauma-informed parent coach is awesome. Yes. Okay, thank you. I think that was for me. Was it about just service, my work? Okay, yes, it was about you, Shalene. I'm sorry I kept saying another name, but it was for you, Shalene. And so now we're gonna, and Shireen, I'm going to talk to you, both of you as well. So let me look at Helene, see what she has to say. We got Shireen. Okay. So let's look at, we did Shireen. We did Shireen. We got 2 more comments. Thank you very much. I love the reading. Trust about my limiting beliefs. Okay. Looks like you two are resonating together. Okay, great. So, hi, Annette. And let's take a look at Karen. Karen. July. '27. She just wants a message. She doesn't have any question per se. So right now, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask my deck here. What is her question? What is she wanting to focus on? What does she need to know? Okay. So, this one came. So 2 came up right now, and 1 has to be for sure. So this is about her home. This is about her roots. This is about her being, about her childhood. So somehow her current, either with her children or her childhood situation is affecting her potential to learn something, and her potential to teach and to learn and to communicate. Their childhood situation, or maybe communication with a child, is difficult right now. And but it is showing me that you can have confidence and you can have courage. So let's see where that is astrologically. So the first thing that's coming to me is, oh, sweetie. So here you are. Here you are here to learn about, and you're at the breadth of it right now. You are here to learn family dynamic, the importance of family, the love of family, and usually we do that by loss. We usually understand the importance of family because we don't have family. We've lost family. We're disconnected emotionally, in your case, emotionally from family. You're a problem solver, and you've done everything in your power to console, caretake, nurture the family dynamic, and problem solve. And in fact, in the summer of 2022, you're going to be right in the midst of problem solving a very uh, a dynamic around family. It has to do with a parent and a child. A parent and a child is a sibling of yours. It is, and this sibling is having a problem with the child. There's a truth that they don't want to hear, and you're going to bring that. And it's about their educational system, and this is something that they're going to. So your child. So this may be your grandchild, and you got to be careful in the summer, though. The summer of 2022, be very careful that you don't share your truth too dramatically, too sarcastically, because whoever this child is needs your nurturing and your sympathy and your empathy and your caring and your coddling and your love and your holding more than they need the truth. That's going to be hard. So what do they need? Broadening your horizon, either spiritually, academically, or long journey. So it's around a belief system. What is their belief system? That's what you need to articulate. You may not agree with their belief system. May not agree with their way. So leaning more into supporting them emotionally, helping them problem solve emotionally is what is being asked of you. So I'm going to take a look at what the comment of, thank you so much. I have to go now, but could you help me narrow down the niche? Perhaps if I book in with you, let me know. Yeah, we can work on it. Work on your niche. Absolutely. So book with me at askhollyhall.com. Annette is at a real crossroads. I need some direction. No problem. Thank you so much. I love the reading. True about my limiting beliefs. Awesome. Okay, so Annette, put down your birth date and your year and possibly the time of your birth. I'm going to scroll up and see Karen, that was for you. Did that resonate with you, Karen? What I just said about children, grandchildren, everything else? Let me know how that resonated with you, Karen. Sorry if I'm mixing everybody's names up. I'm kind of frustrated. Christina, you're next. I'm trying this new platform and it ain't working, but it's new, so I'm doing something wrong, so I have to figure out what I'm doing wrong. So Christina is November 24th, and everybody's young to me. So if I say you're a youngin', you're young, it's not about being a young soul, it's about everybody's young to me. We're all bright and young and learning and vibrant and youthful and exploratory and adventurous, and we all have that in us, and all souls are that way. Whether you're an old soul or a new soul or in a middle soul, you're on a brand new journey. I think it said, my memory, I think she said 12, no, she said, where are you? 5 p.m., November 24th. 5 p.m. Okay, so that is Christina. Yes, I'm thinking to have one specifically to mail my niche even more. P.S. Love to see you here. Thank you, Shani. And I have, and yes, December. And yes, I did. Thank you. And thank you, Holly. Karen, it says it resonates with her. Love following you. You have such strong messages. Thanks, Annette. Okay, so we're gonna go to Christina. I don't know. Did you have a question, sweetie? I love a reading. You just love a reading. Okay. So let's take a look at the. Great. So we're going to look at the cards again. The cards are only an additional message from Source to the messages from Source that I received, plus the astrological messages. Why not have the triad going on here? We're talking, you heard as compassionate as you are, sweetie. And right now you're going to have one more last compassionate, sacrificial it's your choice, right, to make this sacrifice to someone, and it is around not speaking your truth. The sacrifice is not speaking your truth to somebody that you love, somebody that's near and dear to you, possibly a partner, okay, or a potential partner, and you've decided, I'm going to sacrifice. I know the truth. I know it's real. I am not going to speak my truth. It's time for me to button up. That's what you realize. That's what you're gonna. That's what you realize now. It's more so in about a week, and you're gonna get the rewards of that because somebody is going to approach you at the end of December into January and say, "Thank you. You could have said this and you didn't." Okay, they're gonna say thank you, and that thank you. It's somebody that's having really serious psychological and mental health issues. Is this yourself? I'm going to ask. Is this yourself? I'm going to ask. Is this yourself? No. No, the energy is wistful, endless, loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It confesses and softens resolve. Confuses and softens resolve. Confuses and softens resolve. There's a separation here. There's a separation happening here, and you're going to have to take action. Mars, you're going to have to take action on that separation, and it's extremely sacrificial for you. You're doing this lovingly, but the more that you try to communicate it, the more it's not going to resonate with those that you try to communicate. When you say to them, I'm letting you go, I'm okay with it, I'm fine, you're not going to receive back that confirmation. You're not going to receive back the compassion that you're giving them. And that's what makes it difficult for you. Thank you, Karen. Okay, so let me know if that resonates with you at all, Christina. So we're going to take a look at, don't know what time. Make sure I'm getting everybody in order. I think so, yeah. So we're going to look at January 31. AskHollyHall.com. Oops. I want to make sure that I've got this right. January 31. Yep. And we're going to do a general reading. I don't remember. If you want a specific question, you have to put your birth date and the question all in one comment. So I'm not searching around, right? Makes it a lot easier. She doesn't know her time. So we're going to ask Source to give me a message through the cards of what is the question that she has. And the question is around money. Money, finances, and self-worth, right? So you are going through a really challenging time right now. Whoa, okay, stop the bus. Let's breathe. Let's breathe. Let's breathe, because this is very challenging for you. In the new year, in around February, March, April, you're ready to take command over not being the primary caregiver to people that you love and that you care about, specifically those that have drug addictions and mental health issues. If it's your job or your career, which it very much could be, but it's also with family dynamics, specifically around the women in your family, specifically around women, your mother or mother component, like mother-in-laws especially, you're done. And you're severing that right now. You're realizing that I can't control this. I got to distance myself from it. It's sucking the life out of me emotionally. It's your bowels, your lower intestines. It's affecting your skin, and it's affecting your central nervous system and your emotions, affecting your relationship with children. And you're severing that right now. And that's hard. Oh, honey, that is so hard. There's so much letting go right now. Please tell me if this resonates with you. Yeah, it can be a friend. I don't have anybody in my life this month. Yeah, it can be a friend and a family. Definitely. It may be, Christina, it may be dealing with an old relationship that's being brought up. So whoever I'm reading for right now, who is that Annette? Trying to see who was that I was, yes, Annette. Okay. Yeah, that's you. Yeah. Okay. So I'm getting a delay, so I apologize. Obviously, I'm going to get a delay. So Annette, I'm just going to look for some feedback from you. And then Jenna. Karen, thank you. It did resonate with you. Great. So Jenna, we're going to go to you. December 4th. Annette, you got to go out in the world and create your own achievements and your own goals and your own business and your own career. That's what it wants you to focus on. Let go of other people's shit. So now we're going to look at easier said than done. I know. Trust me. I'm preaching to the choir. December 4th. Great. So we're going to look at you, Miss December 4th, at what's going on with you, but I want to see some feedback from Annette. You're insane. 100% is Apollo. I am. Okay. I'm insane. I know. I get that. Again, totally humbled by it. When I think I'm being general, literally, I think, oh, Holly, you're being so general. This is not really exact. I mean, the person totally resonates with it. I mean, unbelievably resonates with it. And this is what this means everything to me. because I want to deliver messages. And that's all I'm here to do, is deliver messages. So now we're going to go to you're going to see right away what's going on. You're at the very tail end of a very difficult time. And this is about, who am I? Okay. Who am I? You've had a lot of resentful, cheating, lying, deception. We're talking about since the age of 7, something specifically happened at the age of 7. At the age of 8, you became responsible. You became reliable. You became very grown up, very, very fast. And might have been around the educational system as well. And this has been brought up to you. Okay, I want you to look at your educational experience as a child. You are not uneducated. You are not unintelligent. You are smart. You are witty. You are wise. But the system failed you. The system failed you. And a part of, because your parents were in too much of a strong dynamic of arguing and bickering about who's right and who's wrong, etc., they failed to see that the system was failing you. And the communication was not there. You weren't heard. And this is wrong. And so now you're in a place now where you're like, you're going to hear me. You're going to see me. I'm smart. I'm educated. I have a strong belief system. This is who I am. I have a powerful, strong belief system. And so authority, such as bosses, anybody in authority, father, male figures, you're fighting against right now. I'm fighting against authority. I am free to be me. I am free to think the way that I want to think. I'm a smart, capable, responsible person. And you're fighting against that. And that final fight, and you feel like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. And that fight, I'm going to tell you, isn't going to go on forever. You're going to win that. You're going to become your own identity of who you are after March. So until March, yes, you are identifying what your belief system is. What is your source of freedom? What makes you feel that you, and it's about sharing your wisdom. Yeah, is this mainstream? No. No, it's not. And this, so let me see what cards have to say, because we want you to soar with confidence, courage, self-belief, and you will have luck. And I'm going to tell you when you're going to get that luck, and that will be there's a woman that's going to come in your life between January 30th and February 7th, give or take a few days. This is an extremely, very favorable influence. It gives your emotions a great deal of power. And that woman, a very emotional relationship that is going to come between your tension and your desire for freedom. That woman is going to tell you how you, so she's going to come to you with a job or an offer. Okay, and that will happen in May. So I don't think it's going to happen right away, but it'll happen in May. Literally took action on business. I ran for 15 years today in an industry, and I went in to please my mom. Perfect. Yes, yes, yes. She says, that's what I don't know. Okay, so what don't you know? We're going to end this. I'm going to end this reading. I'm going to end this live session right now. But tell me what you don't know, Annette, so I can answer that for you. And according to this, you don't know, you don't understand that the goddess within your sacred spiritual center, your quiet dignity. That's what it's saying. Oh, there's so much healing here. Annette, what don't you know? I'm going to help you know. Okay. I'm going to sit. That's what I don't know. What don't you know? Okay, so let me go back and look. You need to be in control of the situation. You need to be the boss. You need to be in control. You need your freedom. You need to be the boss. can't work for other people. It's not your belief system. You don't have to go with mainstream. You can say no. And even though it may take until May, you will benefit. Okay. Thanks, Jasmine. I'm glowing. I feel like I'm all blurry because of my things. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do next in my life. Well, it's not about what you're going to do next. It's what are you going to do now? Because unless you do what you're supposed to do now, the next isn't going to happen. All right. So what you're supposed to do now, you said yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I don't want you to care about what you're going to do now. You're not going to know what you're going to do now until May of 2022. But you can't know what you're going to do now, which is May 2022, until you let go now of those who have issues that you're supporting, because the energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble, discriminating, diligent, and painstaking. End that right now. Speak your truth. What is your belief system? You can no longer sacrifice around those who've got the issues that I mentioned earlier. Ask HollyHall.com. Oh, can we donate anywhere? You're such a sweetie pie. Okay, yeah, you can donate. The only thing is through PayPal at holly@askhollyhall.com or askhollyhall@gmail.com. And you can donate. That's PayPal, through PayPal. And you can use your credit card. You don't have to have PayPal to be able to use that. So you can do it that way. Thank you. And hopefully I'll get this system figured out. We're going to do this regularly. I promise. I want to serve and help as many people as I can. And we'll talk to you soon. Before I finish, we are at the end of a full moon and at the beginning of a winter solstice. And at the end of the full moon, it's about our belief system, because it's in Sagittarius and Gemini. What do you know about your belief system? Your belief system, your truth is not my truth, is not my belief system, or theirs, or theirs, or theirs, or theirs. It's yours, only yours. And yours is just as important as mine. Theirs, 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 and theirs. So how do you communicate with yourself? How do you follow your path using your current belief system? You have to use the current belief system. That will lead you to the next belief system, and the next, and the next, and the next. I call them magical breadcrumbs. But you have to believe in what you have right now. And then with the solstice, the winter solstice, we're now about to hibernate. The darkest day will now become brighter and brighter and brighter as the day gets, and the sunlight extends day by day by day after this. So put to rest something. Think about it, whatever you want. Doesn't matter what it is. There's no perfection here. Put to rest something, and then allow the light to become brighter and brighter and brighter, to speak your truth. Namaste.